The number one secret to making sure that the people that know, like, and trust you use you when it comes time for them to transact in real estate is for you to have a system in place where you consistently bring value to those people so that you're top of mind, and it's a no-brainer that you're the expert for the job to handle their transaction. I'm sure you've had this experience like I have, but have you ever been scrolling through Facebook and you see one of your friends has put the listing for their home in their social media saying, hey, please come see my home? Doesn't that just burn you inside? You have that initial burst of anger at them. And I know it's gonna sound crazy, but the reality is that's our fault. It's not their fault that we weren't top of mind. If we didn't bring enough value to them consistently, that it was a no-brain decision for us to be the go-to guy, I mean, that's on us, right? So in today's video, we're going to talk about 9 things we can do to build out a system that's going to keep us top of mind and make us the obvious choice when the opportunity arises. So as we build this out together, if you find this valuable, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you can get access to more great content. So tip number 1 is to think of this system like a membership. If you go and look at something like Netflix, they've got a few different membership options, and those memberships are based on the value that the client is going to bring to the table monetarily. So they have a base level that gives you some base services, and then they have a more premium level that for a higher price you can get a higher level of services. So as we think about the things that we're going to put into our system, we're going to think about, are we giving these to our premium clients or to our base level client? And of course, our premium clients are the people that are bringing us business in a consistent way, or at least giving us their own business. So tip number 2 is that we've got to have some ground rules for the system that we're creating. Rule number 1 is that it has to be scalable. If it's not scalable, as this list grows, the time commitment that we have to put into it is going to become larger and larger, and at some point we're just going to quit doing it. Rule number 2 is if it's gonna be part of our system, it has to be easy to do. If it's not easy, we're not gonna do it. Rule number 3 is that we need to stand out from the other things that other agents are doing. Rule number 4 is that we have to bring value to the table. That value is what's going to establish that we're the expert and the go-to option when they have the opportunity. So now that we've established those rules, we can start to fill in what are the benefits of being part of our membership. And so tip 3 is I like to do a Thanksgiving card. It gives me an opportunity to express gratitude. It stands out because a lot of people get Christmas cards, a lot of people get birthday cards. So a Thanksgiving card, they're probably only gonna get one of those, and it's from me, so I'm gonna stand out and be top of mind. Tip number 4 is that on birthdays, I like to either call them directly or shoot them a voice text message. Again, birthday cards aren't gonna stand out. Facebook posts aren't gonna stand out, and really anymore on your birthday, your mom calls you, your family calls you, and your real estate agent Mike calls you. For tip number 5, I would send out a CMA, and I used to do these once a year, and I would grind them out. It would take a tremendous amount of time. I'd print them, I'd mail them. It took a lot of time and money. It just really, as the list grows, it's not scalable. So what I've done is I've leveraged into HomeBot. HomeBot lets you spend $25 a month. You can send 500 CMAs, you can send them monthly, quarterly, bi-weekly, whatever you want, but it lets you automate that process so that you're bringing them that value consistently, and it's scalable, so I can keep adding to it. Tip number 6 is to write a newsletter that you physically have delivered to everyone on the list every month. You only have to write one letter, and we could spend a whole video on this all by itself, but I typically will cover what's new on the team, what's happening in the market, maybe highlight a recent sale or a recent victory of one of our clients, and then maybe highlight a client appreciation event that I've got coming up that they would of course be invited to. So the nice thing is to make this scalable, there's lots of online services that'll let you upload your newsletter and then upload your list, and they'll take care of the mailing for you. Tip number 7 is to have a couple of client appreciation events every year that you can invite everyone to. And I would actually do 2 levels of these. Level 1 was maybe your base level. These are gonna be things that maybe you throw a big pool party or a big barbecue at the park. These are big events that just everyone can come to and be a part of if they want. And then I would do some smaller, more intimate events for your premium level clients, some things that you can spend a little bit more individual time. These are things like taking them to lunch or to dinner. I like to host little paintball games or take them to an escape room or to a shooting club. Whatever it is, just something that you can spend a little more individual one-on-one time with them, really let them know they're appreciated. They're the ones that are bringing you referrals, so you definitely want to invest some extra time into them. Tip number 8 is I like to randomly send out movie passes. Now, I know people like to do this as a client appreciation event where you rent out a movie theater. I don't like that. To me, it's kind of like I would never take a first date to a movie theater because there's no time to get to know them or to talk. So I typically like a little bit more community-driven events for a client appreciation event, but I do love the idea of giving someone an opportunity to go out as a family and see a movie. So I'll buy premium movie passes, send them out randomly that just it shows up maybe once a year. Hey, I hope your family goes and has a great movie night on me. And tip number 9 is to create a community that you're going to invite all these people to be a part of. I like to use a private Facebook group. It just gives you a container where there's one spot that you can communicate upcoming events, you can communicate wins of the team, you can give value, you can weigh in on things that are happening in the industry that people might have questions on. You can certainly run contests just to keep things fun and exciting within the group. I like to do a Mother's Day drawing, a Father's Day drawing, just any excuse to run some kind of contest that I can add value to their lives. So if you're a real estate agent, you want to make sure that the people that know, like, and trust you use you, that you're top of mind when it comes time for them to do something in real estate. Make sure that you go and build this system. Go through the 9 tips, implement it, be their expert, be top of mind. If we haven't said something that you think would be a great addition to the membership that we're building, please drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you have to say and learn from you. And if you'd like to see more content like this that'll help you build a more consistent business, please consider following us, hit the like button. We'll see you on the next video.